Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Kizaru123 here from the Pokemon Castle, showing you guys a few Uber battles. I said I would show this in my last video, so yeah, let's get started. So my Uber team is basically just flat out attacking. There really is no strategy involved. It's just flat out just trying to tear my opponent's team apart. So in this battle, I lead off with Lugia. He leads up with Zekrom on the left side. His Bolt Strike does take me out. I expected to live at least one with my multi-skill, but I guess that doesn't happen. So I go on to Genesect, get the boost, go for Ice Beam, does a lot, doesn't kill it, and Bolt Strike does take me out, so I am convinced that this is banded now. So this time he does stay in. I get the Water Spout off, and I'm able to finish this Zekrom off, which is good because obviously it was a huge threat to my team. So he goes for Palkia. Obviously I need to switch out. I was gonna sack Tornadus Therian, but it lived the Spatial Rend, so now I can use it, which is cool. I go for the Hurricane. Does almost half to this fortress, but not quite. But I also have the Heat Wave, and even when it's under rain, a quad super effective Heat Wave will be able to take out this fortress. So he goes on into Mamoswine. I want to save this Tornadus later for sacking it, so I do switch out into my Kyogre to take the Ice Shard. His Mamoswine has a Life Orb, as you can see. He doesn't switch out, and I get the Surf off, and I'm able to take out this Mamoswine. So now he goes back into Palkia, and I need to switch out again because I am locked into this. It's a Choice Scarf Kyogre if you didn't know. I got some HP back with Regenerator, but obviously it wasn't enough to stand up to Spatial Rend, so there goes Tornadus. Now I go into Kyurem Black. Kyurem Black takes out the Palkia, and as you'll see, I get to use it 3 times. It says here that he's Arceus Dragon. I actually got confused about this when I was doing the battle, so I was actually convinced that Outrage would take this out, but as you can see, if you hover over it, it is a ghost type, so, I mean, I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that in, like, higher competitive battles, like in tournaments and crap, but, either way, it didn't matter. I was able to knock out the Arceus, and now he goes into Ho-Oh. He's locked into Brave Bird now. I can tell he was scarfed because he outran me. He outran my Mewtwo, so, but, it's not able to take me out, and I am able to finish him with a Thunderbolt, so yeah, that's the game. Good game to this guy. And yeah, I'm gonna come back with another battle, so give me 1 sec. Alright, hey YouTube, I'm back with another battle. So here we go. So this time I'm on the right side. He leads up with Groudon, I lead up with Kyogre. Because I'm faster with my Choice Scarf, he gets up his weather over mine. But I just decided to go for the Water Spout anyway. He switches out into Fortress, his Fortress takes it, and it has a red card, so I have to switch out into Mewtwo. So I just decided to finish this thing off with a Thunderbolt. So that's how that went. He goes into Groudon, hit it with an Ice Beam, seeing how it does. Does really well. He didn't attack me, he went for Stealth Rocks. So now he predicts another Ice Beam, but I actually just go for the Side Strike because I knew it would take out Groudon, and if he did switch out, which I did kind of think he would, it would do a lot of damage to something else. So now he goes on into Mewtwo, I go on into my Kyogre. He goes for the Thunderbolt, almost knocking me out, but not quite. And he does have a Life Orb, as you can see. So a Surf will be able to take this thing out, Rain Boosted, Stab, all that jazz. Now he goes back into Groudon. I just go ahead and go for another Surf. Did not know that he would switch, but he does. He goes into Rayquaza. Takes a little bit of damage. Extreme Speed will be able to take me out. I just decided to fodder out my Kyogre at this point because Stealth Rock is out, so if I switch it back in, it'll die. So now I've gone into Mewtwo. He goes for Extreme Speed, trying to get some last-minute damage on me. Doesn't quite do it, and I'm able to kill him with an Ice Beam. So now he's got 2 Pokemon left, an Arceus Ghost and a Groudon. I go for Side Strike just to see how much it does. It does a great amount. At this point, I just have to hit him with Side Strike again because he goes for Sub, which failed. He goes for Calm Mind, not really sure why, because Side Strike hits the defense anyway, so there goes the Arceus Ghost. Then he decides to forfeit at this point, because he knew he would not be able to win the battle. So now I'm going to bring you guys a third battle, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, back with another battle. So in this battle, I'm on the right again. He leads off with his Arceus, I lead off with Kyogre to get up my rain. I go right away for the Water Spout, hoping to kill it, but unfortunately it lives with 3%. It seems that Arceus has just got a large amount of natural bulk, and it's very powerful, as you can see here. I tried to see if I could live at least 1 Extreme Speed, but you know, Swords Dance boosted, stab, and knocked me out. So now I go into Lugia. It takes the extreme speed very well because of multi-scale, and I'm able to knock this thing out with an Ice Beam. So now he goes into Darkrai. Darkrai just goes ahead and uses Dark Void, but I left Lugia in to take the Dark Void because I knew Lugia wouldn't really be helpful at this point because multi-scale is broken, so like that Zekrom would be very harmful to this Pokemon. So he sets up a substitute. I go into Genesect because I know he can't really hit me with anything hard, so I just go straight for the Bug Buzz. I do get the 1.5 special attack boost, which helps. So I go for the Bug Buzz, knock out the substitute. He goes for Dark Pulse, trying to get some damage on me, but doesn't really do much. So I just go for another Bug Buzz. He switches out into Scizor. It did a lot of damage, and seeing how much it did, I decided to go for it again. I guess he wanted me to switch, so he just goes for a Swords Dance. Now he goes for a Bullet Punch. It doesn't knock me out, so I'm able to kill him with a Bug Buzz. So I'm able to get rid of that. Now he sends in his Deoxys attack. I know this thing will outrun me. So I send in my Lugia. I originally thought that this thing was scarfed, so that's why I did switch out my Genesect, but apparently it's not. So yeah, it's too bad. Now I have to lose my Lugia, but it's fine because Lugia wouldn't have served much more of a purpose in this battle anymore. So now I have to send in my Mewtwo. I just had to hit him with my Thunderbolt. I mean, it didn't really matter what move I used. It was either Thunderbolt or Ice Beam. So he doesn't do he can't 2-hit KO me, so I'm able to take this thing out. I just randomly went for the Aura Sphere in the case that he did switch out into, like, I don't know, something else. Now he goes into Darkrai. I'm not really sure why, because he should know that max speed Mewtwo is faster than max speed Darkrai. So I'm able to knock that thing out easily with an Aura Sphere. So he goes into Kyogre. I was hoping this thing wasn't scarfed, because I have seen some Combine Kyogres lately, but unfortunately it was. So here he goes for another Water Spout, does 65%. I go for the Outrage. Now his Water Spout is useless, so he knows this and he switches out to fodder out his Zekrom, because he was hoping to get rid of my team with a Surf. But as you see here, I do get confused, but in the end it doesn't really end up mattering, because for some reason he goes for Ice Beam, not really sure why. If he had Surf, he should have done that, but I am able to break through the confusion and go for the Outrage and knock out the Kyogre for game. So, it was a good game. Eat My Spit. Funny name. So yeah, this was my Uber team. I'm not really sure how many Uber battles I'm going to do, honestly, because Uber, I'm not really a huge fan of the Uber tier. But if somebody requests it, then I will definitely do it. So, I hope you enjoy these videos, and I'll see you all later. Bye.